and he has something that he carries, and he was handing it to.
Hold on.
Trying to do what they did, but they couldn't quite get it because, you know, this person is natural at what they do. What they didn't understand is that, you know, they were trying to go after this person's money, trying to go after their health, how they look, trying to attack them from every angle they could. But, you know, this person was protected with Source coming out twice, 2 different decks, and guarded. Right? This person is either in union or going into union with somebody. Right? This person is with gains here, access here, and contentment, being happy. Again, the reason why they couldn't do anything is because they didn't understand that this person held a high spiritual ranking. Right? I don't exactly know what that means, but I know that it means they have access to shit that other people do not.
15, 1 and 5 and 6.
These people didn't know. So they out here doing candle magic, all this dumb shit to, you know, okay, so they're saying in my ear, what's a goon to a goblin? So I feel like whoever this is, some of their guardians are goons and goblins. So get with that shit. Hey, you gonna do candle magic against something like that? That's wild. So I'll tell you, as far as me, right? I had a dream not that long ago.
Five 51171. 51171. Even if we stop right now.
And in the dream, I don't know if I said this.
We're gonna let you watch it. Because this one is still loading. Why that one stop? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we already know.
Before, yeah, this person's stepping into this type of energy.
We already know. This is what they did to themselves. They bound themselves to a curse like they did against Paul back in the day. This group of people came against Paul and they came together and they said, we won't eat or drink until we kill this person. They bound themselves to a curse. But they didn't realize.
Slowly. And you know, what the fuck some candle wax gonna do?
If the angels and the ancestors are out here, God is out here, passed over loved ones are out here, the demons are even out here. The deities that these people decided they wanted to worship, they have to
against this type of energy.
Obey.
Well, in the dream.
Look, that's the truth. That's the ancestors, the angels, and now the spirit of truth is behind that. So 411. We know what that means.
A deity that a lot of people worship. People make off.
Who? Freddy Krueger? Sandman? What?
Brings to this deity
Baba
and
Yaga?
things like that. And he showed up in my dream. So in the dream, I'm standing there. He has a very specific look, but I'm not getting into all of that. And he said to me that he was giving me the gift. He said to me, literally, he said I could curse people if I wanted to. And he has something that he carries, and he was handing it to me. And
they want to go to commercial. They don't want y'all to know this. This is the 411. The real 411.
Looked at it, and, you know, I didn't say anything, but he, you know, he was offering me this.
What?
So when I woke up, I was puzzled, and I asked spirits what that was about. And, you know, it was what it was. So what he was all, when he said that to me, I said...
They do not want it, but it's too late. It's too late. So who was it? Papalaga? What, Bloody Mary? What, Lucifer? Don't they realize they have to obey?
So I don't have any desire to curse people.
They have to obey God. And these people are trying to
2 days
get
later, I
them
went into the
to go
metaphysical
against what
store
God
that I
said.
go into, and there's a statue of this
Just like Job, he said, you can do whatever you want to
deity
see,
there. I've never seen
but
it
you
there
can't take
before,
his life.
but
They
it's
want to
there.
take my
So,
life.
you know, I just thought it was funny that this
And God told him he's
energy
not allowed to. Look how I
was
was
coming
hitting
in
it
to
up.
offer me something,
Confirmation is
while
fuck.
other people are making offerings to, you know, basically fuck people's lives up to this particular deity. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. The point is, and the signs that came out, is a bunch of them. We got Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Sagittarius, Libra. So you could be one of them, or you could be one of them on either side. But either way, this person or people are pissed that nothing they did worked. Yeah, we got growth and harvest. So this person that carries this energy, this protected person, is stepping into a full harvest season. And these people, and again, if this is your story, you should see evidence of it. You should see these people starting to crumble around you. You don't have to guess. This ain't a thing where, you know, I mean, you should see it. If you are not, and look at this shit, fertility, overflow. If you are not, you'll know which side of this shit you on. Goddess of the underworld, manipulation, shapeshifter at will. Interesting. Why is that here? High vibrate. It's just somebody who's changed, transformation. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael here. Archangel Michael, protective of God's chosen, delivers judgment. Free child, please. So again, whoever these people are that are facing this karma because of the bullshit they have done, and again, you know if it's you. So some of them watch, and if you watching and you that person, the reason why your life is fucked up right now is because you tried to fuck over somebody else. And if you are the person who is actually the protected one, you'll know, because you're going to hear about these people going through the bullshit. It's the shit they wished on other people, but again, they have to eat that because source energy out here twice, archangel out here, celebration and growth for this person. So it's literally nothing they did worked. Okay, and when you send that shit out and it don't hit, guess what? It got to go back somewhere. So it don't just evaporate in the wind. When you send them little imps and demons and shit out to work.
We're all busy. Optimizing, synthesizing, uploading, downloading. We're all just
Check it out.
busy.
Inspire you. Listen to what the commercial said. Downloading it, sending it out, sending their things out to a person. Quality insurance and savings. Yes, that's what God does. Quality insurance, not that 401k shit. Quality insurance
And
from
they
God.
can't deliver. Guess what? They got to bring it back. So go ahead and eat that. Eat it. I hope you're hungry. And leave people alone. That's the bottom line. Leave people alone. Yes, some of them are afraid now, with fear here. Afraid because, you know, they see the stuff coming back to them. Again, these people were warned. So, yeah. So, yes, he said. So, a lot of them did this with the intent to cause harm to somebody. Again, if you pay attention to that, look at somebody in the window there. They were watched the whole time. So, you cannot lie about they can't lie about what their intentions were. What spirits told me before, right? As far as candles, right? At one point, they were like, you know, knock it off with the candles. I'm like, well, do candles do anything? And they said no. They said, when you light that candle, right? Say these people did candle work on somebody and it was to cause roadblocks, right? To cause failure, to cause them to think badly about themselves, feel badly, fuck with somebody's body, make them sick, make them fat, make them gain weight, fuck with their money, their biz, whatever they did. Their intention was to cause harm to that person. So because it did not hit the way they wanted to, again, these people are seeing this shit come back to them now. And some of them are afraid. Okay, like I had a dream, and they showed me that somebody was going to show up at my door, and the spirit told me they were coming to plead their case. I don't fucking want to hear it. I can tell you right now, if you one of these people and you connected to me in that manner, you can go fuck yourself. Okay? Because you will that you will do that before you get to plead your case to me. I give two shits about none of this. Right? I absolutely believe that you get what you deserve. And even if spirits asked me before, if I had the power to stop somebody from going through karma, would I? And my thought was, what I said to them was, would they stop what they were doing? And if the answer is no, then no, I wouldn't. Because what does that mean? If I say, hey, don't, let them live, and they think that, oh, I got over, and they continue to do what they're doing. Man, fuck them. They get what they deserve. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm here for healing and the spreading of this and that. But, you definitely gotta be 1 foot in this energy. Right? It's literally, that's just the way it is. Nobody don't walk in the light.
Stonefire Non honors ancient baking traditions, but it goes great with anything, like tacos.
Or for pepperoni pizza.
Or the tears of my enemies. Are we safe?
Did y'all just
From
hear
our
that?
tradition to yours, Stonefire. Together, we non.
All them people that is love.
Did y'all just hear that? The tears of my enemies, and look what popped up. They're going to understand it's my birthright. I've been telling people I was sent to this planet to help people. And this is what these people have been doing to me. Like we said, less than 24 hours, they decided doing a hate crime against me was going to freaking pan out for them. But the whole thing is recorded. It's already posted. And that wasn't the only time they done it. Why? Because they got together to, let's pretend we don't know what he's talking about. Let's all call him crazy. They can't do it no more. That police officer came in here and we had an interview. Here's the one thing that people got to catch on when you watch that video with the police officer. How come he kept saying, I know? Well, I'm going through this and this and this and that, and they won't stop messing with me. He's like, I know. And he kept doing. He's like, look, I know. And I'm like, in my back of my mind while I'm still going through it, how the fuck do you know unless 1, you're watching, 2, you were sent, or 3, you were sent. So now that everybody who's involved knows now, we're not pleading a case for anybody. You know who tried to do that? The fallen angels. What did the fallen angels try to do? Let's get scripture on it. They went to who? Can't even remember his freaking name right now. Who is it? The book of, oh my God, the book of Enoch. The fallen angels, after they did something, they went to Enoch and tried to plead their case to Enoch. And what did Enoch do? He said Enoch drew up a petition for these fallen angels. And he took it to God. God told him, no, they're going to face everything that they were given to you. And nothing is going to change. So when a person tries to come after they did the same thing to me, and then they want me to go to God, to intercede, to ask God to forgive them. And like she said this, and she was straight up. If I sat there and I said, you know what, don't do anything to these people, Lord. God, don't do anything, save these people. Would they stop? No, they won't stop. They're going to think they got away with what they did. These people are going to be a byword. That's in scriptures. It's either in Ezekiel, Isaiah, or Jeremiah. They will become a byword. They're going to be an example for all the rest of humanity to know God is true. God is there. God still sits on the throne. And anybody who messes with God's chosen children are going to be fucked. So they have every right in their minds to be afraid. They should be afraid because he says this, don't fear men. This is in his word. Don't fear what man can do to you. But you should fear the one who can destroy your body and your soul. Guess who Guess who I'm talking with? A person who could destroy a person's soul. And as you can see, as I shuffle, what that say right there? That is the truth. Against who? The people who are rebellious against God. They didn't just come after me. They came after the one who sent me. Why? Because after we let them do what they did, I went and told. Why? Because God is a witness. I told them God sent me here to help. So they continued with their attacks. God sent me here to help the planet. And what did they do? They continued with their attacks. They wasn't going to stop. They was going to continue to lie like 48 hours ago. They were going to try to lie to the police officers when we got it all recorded. They thought they were going to get me in my feelings. Why? You can't get me in my feelings if the whole thing is recorded. When I told people that the FBI has been watching this house, they thought I was playing? Did any of them take it seriously? No. Nobody took it seriously. But I bet you now they are. Because all the lying, scheming, cheating, backstabbing, stealing, fraudulent activities, prostitution, drug rings, sex trafficking, sexting, child abusing, every last person that is caught up in these 7 deadly sins are going to pay. Every last one of them. This is like the story with the 10 leopards. Let's just say they all were acting in their 7 deadly sins. Let's just say, for instance, all 10 leopards that came who had a sickness were doing some foul shit. Only one came back and said thank you. Probably changed their life forever. Said thank you. And he said, well, where's the other 9? Wasn't there 10 of you? Where'd the other 9 go? You know what they did? Exactly what the woman just said. Would they stop doing what they're doing if we said cease fire? God said, no, they're not going to stop. They won't stop. So now God's going to make them stop in whatever freaking way that God, the spirit, the angels, even the demons. We told these people, we got demons, ancestors, crossed over loved ones, God, the spirit, the angels. We do not care. They're going to get it. Period, point blank. We are not interceding. Nobody's going to get me to go to God for them because now they believe that God talks to me. Not how everybody else is saying in the church and the pulpit and stuff. No, he talks to me. I am not interceding for anybody. What about my kids? Because remember, everything they did to me, they did to my kids. And everything they did to me, they did to my kids, they did to God and did it in his face while they were laughing. Just like in the days of Noah, when he closed up that door, it said this in your scriptures. They were partying, they were drugging, they were fucking, they were marrying, they were raping, they were pillaging. And then he closed that thing up and then that's when the flood began. No, it's over. By the end of this, atheists, those people who call themselves atheists, you're going to believe by the end of this. It's going to be like a real Pentecost all over again. Why? Because God is sick of what? The abuse that's happening to the children. Every day I turn on and there's somebody going to jail for messing with kids. Messing with kids. Sitting there doing stuff to kids. And then plus what? The drugs and the freaking alcohol and all of that, they doing it to kids. And nobody wants to do nothing? Well, God is going to do something. He only just needed somebody to say, I'll go. And I told him, I'll go. The day that I was going to choke right here, right where, as far as my arm is right now, on the floor choking. And I had to sit there looking for help. And I watched the person stood over me with his arms crossed, smiling, waiting for me to die. And God said, are you willing to give up this for my help? And I said yes immediately. I didn't second guess. I didn't hesitate. I said yes. And then all of a sudden this started happening. I died that day. I literally choked to death that day. I was out. While a person stood over me smiling. And then the next day, this person went to church. The next day, this person who watched me choke and died right there on the floor, as far as my arm is, he watched me die, smiled, and then tried to go to church the following day. Let's finish and see what else she has to say, because she's dead on point and she's right. No, we're not interceding for nobody. Everybody has to get exactly what they're supposed to get now, because they had time to stop. God warned them. Their ancestors warned them. The Spirit of God warned them. And I'm pretty sure they got signs to say, stop doing what you're doing, but they did not want to listen. So let's see what she has to say.
Light all the time. Yeah, come on, this shit is unbalanced. It is what it is. Shit evens itself out. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't wish
this was the first
destruction on
card.
nobody. But if you eating that rotten shit that you cooked up for somebody, then you deserve it. And again, there's Capricorn here. So we got Capricorn, Aries, Virgo, Aquarius, Leo, and Libra down here. You could be the person who is on the rising part of it, or this could be one of the people, and Pisces down here. Yeah, look at this shit. So the person that they tried to fuck with, again, the growth, their advancement, level 10 consciousness, their spiritual gifts opened up a lot, or are opening up. A lot of knowledge given to them, right? So it is what it is. I'm gonna wrap this read up because we got yeah, somebody got too greedy. They didn't stop and they were warned. I got to get accustomed to these long ones coming here. Yeah, look at this shit. Look at this. Level up. This person's still leveled up. You ain't stopped shit. Goddess energy leveled up. Demigod is the chosen one. Again, with this guardian of the chosen one here, I mean, you can't stop that shit. I know it feels like these people, they interact with certain people and they get away with it to a certain extent. But that's when you meet a person who carries this energy, because this is your chance to not try to fuck over somebody who hasn't done anything to you. But they don't listen. They just do it anyway. So now they got to deal with that shit. And again, I point blank, I've heard my spirit, I've heard them say that basically there is a man around me. And I don't know if he know it or not, but he is fucked. I heard the spirit point blank say that. And what he said, literally, what he said was he is going to destroy this man. Okay? He said whoever this person was who intended to harm me, his intent is to destroy that person. And if this man watches, and, you know, whatever you going through, understand that, you know, we see you. We see you, and, you know what? If you think I care that life is hard for you, these are all the fucks I had to give, and I'm keeping them.
Zero.
So I give no fucks about your situation. You deserve it. You go and you have the life you deserve.
Now, as you guys already heard that, see? And you watched the whole thing. Were we playing around? Was it a game? I don't think they think it's a game anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think they think it's a game anymore.
They are so upset.